Hey guys, my name is Ryan. I just got home from work and there is a big old package on my front porch. Let's go get it. Alright, and here she is.
New shoes for what?
New shoes? New... Oh, they even gave you a rope in here. Alright. Cool, because I was just about to wonder how big the line was and everything. And
What are new shoes?
not new shoes, new Daggerboard. What do you think, buddy?
What's a Daggerboard?
This is part of the Sailboat. No, I'm pretty sure. Logan, let's lift this up. So these big holes must be for your stopper knots to fit through, and then the small holes, I'm assuming.
These, Dad?
Yeah, those big holes. So I'm assuming you feed your rope through there. Well, it looks like maybe it comes with some instructions. And then slide it out through the small holes, and then your stopper knot will stop in the small
Dad,
holes. What?
This might be the direction.
Oh, we're gonna have to check it out. But yeah, this thing is heavy, that's for sure.
Already opened it.
Alright, so I guess the bottom holes are drain holes. So I guess water is allowed in this sucker, which unlike the last wood one, you definitely didn't want water anywhere in it, but drain holes. And then, as I said before, you got your stopper knots that go in the big hole, and you feed the regular line out the small hole, and your stopper knot should stop at the small hole. And then you got one little line for your stopper rope, so you don't let it go down too far and then lose it to the lake or ocean. And then you got your like lifting line here. Here they are, the old and the new, side by side. Alright, one of the parts of this whole Daggerboard project is changing the block that lowers and raises the Daggerboard. This is the old block that was on there, again sitting 15 years, and when I took it off and spun it around a little bit, all the little ball bearings decided to fall out of it, so this is no good anymore. I got a new one, a Harkin. And it looks like this is the exact same block that was used on here. Yeah, the one actual weird thing about this is the way he mounted it. He mounted it upside down, actually. He has it sitting like this, and it's meant to be a through the deck block, so it should be upside down, so the rope runs flush to the to this plate here and then drops down into the deck. I don't know why he's got it raised, because then the line might have a tendency to rub up against this part here, but if it's actually in there the way it's supposed to, you shouldn't have that issue. So let's go ahead and take this apart. Should be easy enough. It's just two bolts. It looks like there's some threaded holes there. I don't believe that this is the actual plate that's used stock on these boats. I believe this was something the previous owner made himself, but it does the job. Yeah, look at all that crap and crud in there. There we go. Alright, so I think I found the reason why the previous owner didn't install it the way it should, because he did not make this hole big enough. But I believe it's so small that if we get out the Dremel and grind that down, it should be just fine. Let's go get the Dremel. these screw holes a little bit different size. I have to drill out the screw holes too. What the hell? Yeah, definitely are. You know, it's always the simple little projects that end up being a headache. All I should have to do is unscrew one and screw in another one, but it's never that easy, is it? Oh, that wasn't like that. Ayo. All right, there. After all that, it's finally done. Through deck, black for the Daggerboard. So, up goes the down there. I might grind down this bolt a little bit because it's a little rough and it rubs up against that rope. I'll smooth that out. Nice and smooth. Who's barking over there? Alright, I think we're good to go. She's all done. Let's go put it on the boat. Alright, before we go outside, to install the Daggerboard, we're going to get our lines ready. And the lines run through the Daggerboard and out the top, and they get stopped and held in place with a stopper knot. And the stopper knot we're going to use today is called the Ashley stopper knot. And we're going to do it by taking our line like this at the end. We're going to make a loop like that. And we're going to make another loop, but go under this time. So you look like a pair of bunny ears. But again, don't loop the same direction like that. You got to loop the opposite direction of your first loop. And then we're going to take the first loop and we're going to pull it through the second loop. And then at the same time, we're going to grab the tag end and we are going to stick it through that loop. And then we're going to snug the whole thing tight down here like this. And we are left with the Ashley stopper knot. Nice big chunky knot. Not going to go anywhere. There you have it. Ashley stopper knot. Stop it right there. Ain't gonna pull through crap. You're gonna have a hole. You're gonna have a nice tight hole. All right. And you're gonna slip your line through it. And that line's gonna come in like that, and it's gonna stop. It's gonna stop. It's a knot that stops because it's a stopper knot. Stopper knot. Stopper knot. Stopper knot. All right. The next thing we're gonna do now that we have our stopper knots on the rope, so we're going to get them installed onto the Daggerboard. I've got the safety line already done. This is the end result here. You slide the line through this hole. The hole's cut out big enough for the knot, but the hole at the top is not. So the stopper knot will stop and it'll look like this. So we got one done. Let's get the other one done. at that, one-handed. All right, we're all set. This here is the safety line. It's there just in case you happen to drop the main operating line. And you don't want the centerboard to go to the bottom of the lake or ocean. So you have the preventer tied somewhere securely on the deck of the boat. So if you happen to let go, it stops at the appropriate place to stop. And you don't lose your expensive centerboard. Alright, we know that this is the right length. Now all we gotta do is attach this to this eyelet here, and we're good to go. So I wanted to replace this block because, as you can see, look at it. That's where the Daggerboard line runs through, but it seems that it's bolted in here. So I can turn and turn and turn, and it ain't coming out. The weird part is there's no little access holes directly underneath here. It looks like it's in that bulkhead right above the galley. So I think the access is probably to take out that little wooden compartment. I'm not sure if you noticed it before. And maybe you can get some hands in there that way. So I guess we'll give that a shot. So yeah, what I found behind there, it's definitely not what I want to see. Take a look. Looks like we got some animals living in there, or had at one point. Well, I guess I gotta vacuum all this out, but the good news is it does look like there's probably some access for a couple bolts to undo that block. Anyways, one more step. I didn't think I had to be there. Like I said, it's always easy jobs that end up taking you way longer than you thought. Alright, I've seen a mouse nest before, but that shit was like a mouse condo. Like there was multiple freaking compartments within all that flotation foam full of nests and just fucking ugh. Anyways, I found the bolts. Let's just get this project over with. Alright, there you have it, guys. Daggerboard officially completed, back in working order. And that concludes another episode of Sailing SV Freestyle. Once again, thank you everybody for watching, subscribing. You guys are awesome.